In addition to this information, I'm originally from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Some of the reasons why I decided to join the United States military is because the job at the time just wasn't making the cut. And my father once told me that a woman should always put her best foot forward and strive to be everything she can be. And I knew what my goals and my aspirations were, and I wanted to travel the world. With that being said, having only 4.5 minute years in the United States military, when it comes to speaking of my military career, quite a few memories come to mind. Located at the infamous Lackland Air Force Base, San Antonio, Texas, one of the most taxing and frustrating times in my life was basic military training. Now, although I was in the midst of learning my Air Force core values, there were still limitless challenges I had to overcome, ranging from chaotic diversity, a longing to be home, sleep deprivation, the feelings of borderline starvation. I had to rise above my circumstances, both mentally and physically, to meet the task at hand. Exercising maybe only 2 months prior to joining the military, I was under the impression that I was greatly prepared. Well, unbeknownst to me, I was false. Incapable of even completing a single push-up or passing a PT test, I felt humiliated and I labeled myself as a failure. However, failure was not an option. When mandated to do supplemental PT, however, a cloud of pessimism began to settle in. From the sprinting like Roadrunner, the exhausting squat thrust, the perilous diamond push-ups, and the stiff hard beds, all seemed to be foreign and outlandish to me. Self-doubt and negative self-talk slowly began to creep into my mind. Combating these unwanted thoughts was a very daunting task. I felt like a fish out of water, gasping for a breath of fresh air. To be quite honest, I didn't think I would make it out of basic military training. But once again, failure was not an option. Learning to get comfortable with being uncomfortable soon became my newfound motto. With a heightened determination, I vowed to never succumb to that feeling ever again. Nonetheless, the Air Force core value that closely relates to this crucial time in my life has to be excellence in all we do. It was like an epiphany went off, and something in my spirit told me to ignite my motivation and work tirelessly to not only meet the Air Force standard, but to exceed the Air Force standard. As the weeks progressed, so did my attitude, stamina, and confidence. Things really started to look up for me. As the saying goes, many people say it's 90% mental, 10% physical. This statement soon became tried and true for me as well. It was sheer determination, strength, the support from my family and friends back home, and my unaverted discipline that allowed me to successfully complete basic military training. To be honest, I didn't think I was going to make it. Ultimately, I was awarded the Most Improved Airman, which meant a lot to me and let me know that with strong perseverance and God's almighty graces, that all things are possible. It was a lot of willpower as well and a lot of prayer that got me through to this point. Enlisting in the United States Air Force has to be one of the best decisions I've made this far. Thank you.